Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, The Beautiful Stitches. I love you guys and I'm glad you're onto this channel. Today we're going to be joining our A-cut gown. Previously we did a video on how to cut this A-cut gown, so we're going to be joining it today. So here is my fabric, here's the front panel and this is the back panel. Okay, we have the facing for the front panel and also facing for the neck line for the back panel. Here is my pocket and here is our sleeves we are going to be using for today's tutorial. Okay, so guys, what we are going to be doing now is to start joining our fabrics together. Starting from the front panel, we're going to be attaching the facing right side facing right side. Then I'll pin it down and sew it on that line with 1/2 inch sewing allowance. Okay, so this is the back panel. You can see, remember we have a space where we'll be fixing our button. So let me open up my fabric so that we can see it clearly. Okay, so this is the facing for the back neckline. Remember, we'll be cutting this place open after joining our fabrics together. So let me turn it to the right side. Let's see exactly what we are doing. So this is the right side of my fabric and here is the facing. We are going to be placing it right side facing right side and then we'll pin it down and sew with 1/2 inch. Remember this center here, I'll be cutting it open after joining it together, but before I cut it open, we are going to be putting our buttonhole. Just watch exactly what I'm doing. We'll place our buttonhole at that spot there, pin it down, okay, and then sew it round before cutting it open. So let's take it to our machine and come back to show us exactly what we have done to this fabric. All right, so guys, as you can see, I've finished joining it at the neckline with 1/2 inch and I've turned the facing. So you can see it's looking very beautiful. The buttonhole has been attached. You can see the hole there. Our button goes through from that hole, and on the other side of the neckline we'll attach our button. Okay, you can see the opening there for ease while wearing our gown. So the next thing we are going to do right now is to attach the front panel and the back panel together at the shoulder line. So you align it properly, making sure the two shoulders are in position, and we'll pin it down and then we'll take it to the machine, okay, and join it. Let's show us what we have here. So guys, as you can see, I finished joining it at the shoulder line. It's looking very neat, properly joined at the shoulder line. Okay, you can see the back neckline looking very beautiful. So at this point we want to attach a cord lace around the neck just to add more beauty to our A-cut gown. You can get this from any tailoring shop or where they sell tailoring things. So attach it round from one shoulder to the other, round the front neck line. So what I'm going to do now is to pin it down carefully. Okay, just like as I'm doing it now, you pin it down carefully, making sure it does not exceed the neck line. Okay, as you can see, it's looking very beautiful. This is just to add an extra beauty to this garment. We can also do without it. Okay, so what we are going to do right now is to take it to our machine and then sew from this other shoulder, gently following the cord round to the other side of the shoulder. Okay, so let's take it to our machine. Here we are. You can see how beautiful it is. We are finished joining it at the neck line. So the next thing we are going to do now is to attach our pockets. Remember, from the cutting We have also located the point where we'll attach our pocket, and we made a notch. So it's very easy for us to attach our pocket now. For a video on how to cut this material, visit the Beautiful Stitches and you will see a complete video on how to cut this A-cut gown. So we have made a notch, we have marked where to put our pockets. Right now is to align it to our main bodice, front, right side facing right side, okay? As you can see, I'm pinning down the second pocket, right side facing right side, making sure it is properly aligned. This is for one side of the pocket. So we're going to sew down by 1/2 inch on both sides. After attaching the pockets, the next thing we'll do is to align it properly, and then we'll sew from the armhole, cut across the pocket and down to the other side, down to the hem of the garment. So let's take it to our machine and see what we have done. Okay guys, as you can see, I finished closing it from the armhole down to the hem of my garment. You can see that it's looking very neat. Okay, you can see the stitching from the armhole down, cutting across the pocket down to the hemline. And I used 1.5 inches sewing allowance to sew it down. Okay, the same thing goes for the other pockets. You can see that it's looking very neat. All right, the next thing we are going to do now is for us to attach the sleeve. So let's go over to the sleeve. For tutorial on how to cut a perfect sleeve, visit the Beautiful Stitches and you see a complete video on how to cut a perfect sleeve. Here is our sleeve, okay, and we also attached a ruffle to the sleeve, making it look more beautiful. And here is the second sleeve. Okay, as you can see, they are looking very beautiful. So the next thing we are going to do is to make a fold from the sleeve, just the way I'm doing it, and then we'll take it down to the machine, close it up on the side, okay, before attaching it to our sleeve. Let's take it to our machine and see what we can do to this sleeve. So guys, as you can see, I finished closing up the sleeves on the sides. You can see that it's looking very beautiful. One sleeve for the right and one sleeve for the left. Okay, so we'll be attaching it to the main bodice. Okay, just like I said earlier, if you want to watch a tutorial on how to make this kind of sleeve, visit the Beautiful Stitches. I have a detailed video on how to make this kind of ruffle on a sleeve. Okay guys, so let's attach it to our main bodice. Here we go. Guys, as you can see, I finished attaching the sleeve to the main bodice. You can see that our garment is looking beautifully designed. Okay, you can see looking beautifully designed. We have come to the end of this tutorial. You can see this is one side of the pocket and this is the other side of the pocket, looking very fine. Here is the sleeve, well attached and looking very neat. And for the neckline, the remaining thing is to give it a good press, okay, using a hemming gum to hem the facing to the main garment. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching till the end. If this is the first time you're visiting this channel, please don't forget to subscribe before leaving. Like this video and share it. Leave a comment. And for my subscribers, thank you guys. You rock and I love you guys. Thanks for watching till the end. See you in my next tutorial. Bye bye.